So my question for you is, what is one personal boundary you want to set for yourself this week and stick to and follow through and commit to? And the reason, so here's why personal boundaries rock. For example, when you make a commitment to make being active a part of your daily life, for example, for one of my personal boundaries, suddenly your mental space is freed up to have more energy, to not have to debate whether or not you should go to the gym, whether you feel like it, whether, it's a good day or not to do that, because you stop arguing for your limitations and you start making a decision and lining up with it and going with it. And there's no more mental debate, there's no back and forth, there's no butting you versus you. It's just you made a personal boundary commitment and that's it. And the cool thing about that and having discipline is a lot of people think that setting a goal like that is rigid and it makes you more stressed. But in actuality, discipline brings you more freedom. It brings you more mental space to focus on what's really important. It just makes things easier because you have systems that you operate by, and it's all good for the most part. Now, for my type A's, you can take this too far, but the key is knowing yourself and knowing what you can do for a lifestyle and setting those personal boundaries for yourself that make you feel your best. Another reason why setting personal boundaries is good, and I'll give you another example of one that I've set over the years, is eating healthier. So, for example, when I first set this personal boundary, it was not received well by my peers. Why? Because they didn't like it. They were like, "Why are you eating differently? Why, you don't want Chinese food? What? We always get Chinese food," for example. And what happens over time when you set this personal boundary is at first you might get pushback in your life. And I'm not just talking about healthy eating, I'm talking about any personal boundary you set. You might get pushback at first, but eventually it's like people begin to respect that. And if you respect yourself and if you set the expectation that you expect to be respected, other people will, and they won't argue or push back. What we're seeing in our lives and around us is what we're putting out too. So it's like a mirroring, like people mirror what you expect. So if you expect to be treated respectfully and you won't tolerate anything less, magically either people who are on the same wavelength as you come into your life, or people who are maybe not on the same wavelength tend to either change their behavior around you because they know you won't tolerate that, or drift away slowly from your life. So it's important to set the standard for yourself through those personal boundaries. Own it. And if you own it, everybody else lines up with it too, or, like I said, changes their behavior or magically drifts away from your life. So that's the second thing. The third thing is setting personal boundaries for in the third way that I do. I can't talk. One of my personal boundaries is to not have a lot of negativity. So surround myself with a lot of positive things, a lot of positive inspiration, a lot of podcasts, a lot of positive people, a lot of positive personal development. And what I found when I do that is there's magically less gossip around me, less people are talking about positive things when we're together, or I try to change the subject to that. And it just, again, frees up your energy. So not only is your mind freed up because you've made decisions and you're lining up with them and you're practicing something that's in alignment with who you want to be, but now your energy is also freed up because you're no longer thinking negative things, talking negative things, allowing a ton of gossip, or when you treat negativity like something you don't really want to be a part of, there are so many opportunities and ways for you to focus on the positive, and you just start to do that, and over time it just gets easier and easier, and people around you will shift the subject, or you can shift the subject. You just feel responsible, in control, you have energy, you're mentally freed up. So all around, setting personal boundaries is a really good thing.